Some of these encounters started as routine police calls. Others began with strange footage, disturbing voicemails, or moments that seemed impossible to explain. But in each case, what seemed ordinary at first quickly turned into something far more disturbing.
I put our coat over me, but she's solid ice, man. She's cold.
And somehow, what you're seeing right now is not even the most unsettling part of this video, because the final case is the one that makes this entire list so hard to forget.
Bro, do not reach that gun!
But before you're about to see that, let's start with the first terrifying encounter. On September 7th, 2025, officers at the Pasadena Police Department in California were getting ready to begin their shifts. They were not responding to a violent call. They were not chasing a suspect. They were inside their own department's parking structure, loading patrol vehicles and preparing for the night ahead. But within seconds, something happened that even their own police chief would later describe as unsafe, out-of-policy horseplay involving loaded firearms. A patrol car drove into the garage and slowly approached several officers standing near another police vehicle. As it pulled up, one of the officers standing outside suddenly drew his gun. Not during a confrontation, not because there was a threat, but as a joke. He pointed the weapon toward the officer sitting inside the approaching patrol car, then quickly put it back into his holster. For a moment, nothing happened, until the officer inside the patrol car drew his own gun. As he tried to handle it, the weapon discharged. The bullet went through the patrol car's windshield and struck the officer in the left shoulder. The injured officer can be seen collapsing in pain as the other officers around him suddenly realize what just happened. What had started as a careless moment between co-workers instantly became a shooting scene inside a police department's own garage. The injured officer was rushed for medical treatment and later recovered. Chief Gene Harris said the shooting was not the result of a fight, a criminal act, or an intentional use of force. It was the result of officers playing around with loaded weapons. And that is what makes the footage so hard to believe. These were not random people who did not understand gun safety. They were police officers, the exact people trained to handle weapons under pressure, to follow procedure, and to understand how quickly one careless decision can turn deadly. After the incident, the department completed an internal investigation and said disciplinary measures were taken. The criminal review was also sent to detectives and the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. But the most disturbing part is how preventable the entire thing appears to be. No suspect, no emergency, no threat. Just a few seconds of reckless behavior inside a police parking garage, and one officer ended up shot by another before the shift had even begun. But sometimes, the most disturbing encounters do not begin with a weapon at all. Sometimes, they begin with a phone call in the middle of the night. On March 26th, a man in Florida called police after waking up to what he believed was a terrifying case of stalking. The man had moved on and was now with a new partner. But because he still shared custody of his children with his ex-wife, he still had to stay in contact with her. At around 2 o'clock in the morning, he woke up and noticed several missed calls from his ex-wife, along with a series of voicemails. At first, it may have seemed like another argument or custody-related issue. But when he played the messages, he was left disturbed by what he heard.
Hi.
Hey, I missed the call. I was over in the bushes there. I'm just wanting to document everything that's going on. So I'm pulling up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to go through these again, but I don't know if you listened to them. They're f***ing scary.
What is going... Okay, so can you count how many phone calls she called and left you?
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Put them on camera, yeah.
You heard the one of myself and help,
Yeah.
right?
So 144 was when she started leaving voicemails?
This will, I believe, have been yes. That's the first voicemail. These previous two did not.
Okay. Okay, play the other one.
Okay, we're up to second one here. That was 145. This is 146. $47.
You married him back, and you wanted everybody to sell for your love. You alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
You were with her for many years. You're positive that is her voice?
Yes.
Okay.
The voicemails were strange enough that even the officers seemed unsettled by them. As they listened, they asked the man more than once if he was sure the voice really belonged to his ex-wife.
I hope she gets some help from this. I hope that this leads to a good resolution, because it's my kids. You know, this is their mom. It's scary.
According to the man, the recordings had not been edited or altered in any way. And as he played each one, the messages became more aggressive, more disturbing, and harder to listen to.
It's 150. $151. It's 152. This is 154. And that will have been the last voicemail.
The woman was later found and arrested on stalking charges. Investigators also said she had deleted the call and message logs from that night, which only made the situation feel even more suspicious. But the strangest part was still the sound of the voicemails themselves. Was this simply a disturbing case of harassment from an ex-wife who had spiraled out of control? Or was there something even more unsettling behind those messages? Because many people who have seen the footage believe the woman sounded as if she may have been possessed by something otherworldly. Either way, no one would feel comfortable waking up in the middle of the night to messages like that on their phone. And as unsettling as those messages were, the next case involved something far more urgent. A 5-month-old baby missing in the dark.
I need an officer at Lolo Hot Springs RV Park. That Francis guy that's a missing baby, he just showed up.
I'm the one who wanted this taken care of. I didn't do my shit. There's blood on his knees.
The Francis gentleman just told him that the kid is dead and buried in the woods.
On the evening of July 7th, 2018, deputies in Missoula County, Montana, were called to Lolo Hot Springs RV Park for what first sounded like a trespassing complaint.
911, what are you reporting?
We have a person that is on the property that is not supposed to be here. There's been police here and given him warnings 2 different times.
Has he been trespassed?
Yes, he has. He was given a ticket the last time he was on the property, and he is here again now. This is the Lolo Hot Springs. He is over at the RV park.
A man who had already been warned to stay away from the property had shown up again, yelling at guests and causing problems near the campground. But within minutes, another call came in that made the situation much more serious.
911, what are you reporting?
Hi, this is Christy from Lolo Hot Springs. We called you about a possible missing baby. The gentleman, his name is Francis. He's walking down the road towards Lolo Hot Springs. He does not have the baby, and I need an officer here fast.
Okay, I have some en route because I got a call that he was trespassed from the property and
Yes.
now back. So I do have a deputy en route. So I just need to verify with you. My original call on this was just that he was trespassed from the property.
Yes, he was formally trespassed from the property.
Okay, I never got a call about a missing baby.
I don't know. This just got brought to my attention.
Staff at the RV park told dispatch that the man, 32-year-old Francis Crowley, had returned without the 5-month-old baby he was supposed to be watching. He was frantic, asking strangers if they had seen his child, and giving answers that made no sense.
I'm coming right up to him. He's yelling at customers. I need an officer here now.
I understand they are en route. Where is he now?
He's frantic and he does not have her baby.
And he keeps saying, is that my
Okay,
baby? Is that my
he
baby?
keeps asking people, is that my baby? Is that my baby? So we're afraid that the baby's in danger or something happened to the baby.
He does not know what's going on.
The mom does not know what's going on. I just need you guys here, please. He's screaming and yelling. He's getting violent. I need somebody here now.
Then came another frightening detail. Someone at the campground believed Francis might have a gun.
And now the mom of the missing baby is standing in the middle of the road. He's threatening to hurt. The threats are continuing. I need an officer now.
I understand. They're en route.
Alicia, come here. No, this is bad. She's going after her kid. We don't know where the baby is.
Okay.
Just tell them it looked like he just pulled the gun out of his pocket and stuck it back in. They've got to get here fast.
At that point, deputies were no longer responding to a simple trespassing call. They were heading into a chaotic scene involving a possible weapon, a missing infant, a distressed mother, and a suspect who seemed completely unpredictable. The baby's mother, Alicia Mitchell, told police she had last seen her son that morning before going to work. Francis, who is her brother, had been supposed to watch the baby during the day and take him to daycare, but he never came back.
So the last conversation that I had with him is when he dropped me off for work today. He said that he was going to go try to find daycare real quick so he could go to work and be there at 8, and if he didn't, he was going to bring back. Well, he never came back.
So you think that your kid is with the car?
I don't know.
Okay. But he
He
might
said
have been
that he-
dropped off with this maintenance guy
Yeah.
of some sort? Did he?
That's what Frank told me.
When did Frank tell you that?
When I was in the car, when I was in the truck with the other officer.
Did he indicate where a maintenance guy might be or what his name was? So he just
No.
dropped him off with this random person.
Yeah. And I couldn't get anything out of him between the guy asking him if he had a gun, and then he started freaking out like, why would I even have a gun? I'm trying to, like, what's going on here?
Because we had somebody call about somebody with long blonde hair and a ponytail that was behind these cabins.
Yep.
That was telling people not to go back there because somebody they knew had a gun.
I never said that. I don't care. And I'm not going to stand here and argue. I need a ride to my camp.
I'm not trying to argue.
Oh my God. I gotta go.
Hey, Alicia, you are not free to go. Come here.
There is a baby missing.
Absolutely.
We're not conversating anymore. We can conversate later. I want to find my kid.
Come here.
When people at the campground confronted him, Francis gave one story after another. First, he claimed he had crashed his car somewhere in the woods and that the baby might still be inside. Then, he said he had given the baby to a maintenance worker. Later, he claimed the child was dead and buried in the woods. Every answer made the situation worse.
So what we're gonna do is we have her in the back of the truck, in the cage. So what we're thinking about doing is pulling forward, letting you two go forward. We block the road right here. I go up with you, he stays back with her.
Sounds perfect.
And then,
unless he needs to stay back because he's afraid of the dark. You got a rifle out? Yeah, okay.
I'll actually do handgun, so that way if I need to go hands-on and handcuff the guy.
Okay, so I'm going to go handgun as well.
Okay.
With Lopes.
Would you rather have me do rifle? I was just thinking of going hands-on, freaking actually handcuffing the guy.
You don't have a sling?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
I'd rather have 2 rifles.
Okay, let's do it.
Deputies searched the campsite where Francis and Alicia had been staying, but neither Francis nor the baby was there.
No one's there.
But then, Francis suddenly reappeared at the RV park, trying to run from guests before several people tackled him and held him down until deputies arrived.
That way, I'm sorry. He's trying to get up.
Oh, man, what's going on? What the f is going on? I just called you guys. I just called you guys
That's a male.
Yeah, he's getting belligerent.
Here's our phone. Get back. He said, if you hate him, don't let him go. Right.
No, he needs to be detained and not let go.
Got away. I'm the one who wanted this cookie care of. I didn't do my shit. There's blood on his knees. Okay. He just told me that he found his kid dead, buried in the woods. What am I even wrote that?
He said the Francis gentleman just told him that the kid is dead and buried in the woods. I don't know if I don't know, just that's what was said.
When officers finally got to him, they noticed blood on his hands and knees.
Some blood on his hands.
And there's blood on his knees.
Put your palms together. Put your palms together.
Sheriff's office, buddy.
Yep. Stand him up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Can we some more water?
Wait a second, Francis. We're not.
I'm not going nowhere, bro.
Hey,
relax.
Francis,
okay.
Hold on.
He said his kid 5 miles.
Where are you injured at, buddy?
I don't know.
All right.
Nowhere.
Let's go put him in your car.
You want to go get your kid?
Where's the kid at?
Get your kid.
That's what we need more than anything.
All right. I did not say 5 miles. First off, stay right here.
Yes, sir.
Spread your feet. Face my car, spread your feet. Anything in your pockets, knives, nails, anything like that?
He was agitated, erratic, and almost impossible to follow. But he kept insisting that he could show them where the baby was. So deputies took him into the woods.
Looking for the child. 2332. He's supposed to be here?
Hey, Francis. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to level with you, man. Okay? We can't waste a lot of time.
There's my kids out there. Don't think that's where he is. They found them.
Hey, Francis. I know that.
Let me get my boy then.
Where exactly?
Up there somewhere. You can't just try.
Okay, hey, listen, man. Up there somewhere is a long way. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Keep going. You start going.
He's 5 months, but you taught him how to talk?
The problem was that Francis could not give them a clear location. He kept pointing into the darkness, changing his story, and claiming the baby was up there somewhere. At one point, he even appeared to imagine seeing the child in the headlights, but there was nothing there.
Hey, right there, man. He's lifting his hand up. Hey.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
He just saw right here, waving his hand.
Jeez.
Let's just get on the main road. There's nothing we can do. He can go to jail for trespassing.
That's all we got right now.
Yeah.
By then, the search had become desperate. It was cold, it was dark, and the baby had been missing for hours. Francis's car was eventually found deep in the woods, but even that did not immediately explain where the infant was.
Would you believe there'd be a car down in here anywhere?
No way.
Well,
I mean,
you can see the broken stick.
You can see you hit the tree there. So you go to the left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then he goes down here. Saws that tree in half right there. How he doesn't go off in the ditch there, I don't know. He did obviously get down into the dirt there. Have no idea how the car didn't roll right here. Sheer momentum and speed is the only explanation.
So now we need to figure out where it is from where your car's at.
Okay, so I walked down after about 2 hours.
So where did you leave him?
He was in the car.
He was in the car with
Yeah, the maintenance man that works there. I told him to bring him back to Alicia. I mean, so he should be okay. And then that's not even the last time I saw him.
So
when, he went and gave
when
him
did
to
you
Alicia.
when did you put sticks around him to keep him warm?
Exactly, that's the last time I saw him. And he was okay. Like, he's fine.
So
the kid's fine.
Did he make it out of the woods with you?
No. That's what I said. I should have just took him.
So your car's in the middle of nowhere around anybody else, from what I understand.
Yeah, we were driving and
so did you
drove down.
Did you try to walk back here from there with?
No, I just told you, dude. You can't flip words. I'm smarter than you.
Listen to me. I'm trying to figure it out.
Who do you think you're talking to?
You said something about a maintenance worker.
Look, I'm telling you the truth.
But with Francis's version of the truth changing every time he opened his mouth, detectives were no longer sure which story to follow first. And while finding the baby was still the only thing that mattered, something about the relationship between Francis and his sister also didn't quite add up.
That's crazy, dude.
Okay, so when you say she, is that your girlfriend, your ex,
my sister?
Okay, is
dude,
your child?
I can't. No.
Who is?
He's my nephew.
I haven't known him like my whole life, and when I moved down to the Dalles, I didn't know any of that family, and they told me that he was in prison and everything, and I was like, well, that sucks, you know, he might not have anybody, so I just wanted to see how he was doing, because last time I seen him was when I was just a little girl. I don't know how. Then I was talking to him while he was in prison for probably 15 months.
Were you guys in a romantic relationship at all?
No, and nope.
But pictures from Alicia's phone seemed to tell a different story, and so did one exchange captured on video.
Say?
Nothing. I'm not saying in front of that camera. We're about to go though, so you better hold on. It's gonna go fast.
What do you want me to hold on to?
Right now? My backer. Don't ask me about me and Alicia's relationship. I ain't gonna tell you. Me and Alicia are always together.
Seems like you guys are pretty close if you guys live together.
That's the second question you've asked me about my sister. I told you I wasn't going to ask.
You know, I don't think I asked you that one. I just said
ask that one. That's the second question that you've asked. Once I told you I was.
If you're close?
It's still a question.
Francis refused to explain what was really going on between them, but Alicia's estranged husband was much more willing to fill in the blanks.
They started to have a relationship that, typically sister and brother don't have. Romantic.
And why do you think that they were in a romantic relationship? Why do you think that?
Oh, I found out that they were. She told me.
Investigators also spoke to the baby's biological father.
So Alicia and Frank have the same mom, different dad. His dad's from Mexican Mafia, and when their mom and his dad used to be together, he used to beat the hell out of her, tie her up, throw her in closets, and et cetera, et cetera. And he acts the same way as his dad on the streets.
Do you think Mom and you would get along though?
I think me and Mom would get along.
Yeah.
Or my
more than likely.
You know, I'm just going to throw it out there. Her having a sexual relationship with her brother, I would think that was really disgusting, and I would have never thought.
In a follow-up interview, Alicia finally admitted to authorities that her relationship with Francis had been sexual. But as unsettling as that detail was, it did not change the emergency unfolding in the woods. Because at around 2 o'clock in the morning, deputies finally heard something in the darkness. It was the unmistakable sound of a baby crying.
Hey, Francis.
Yeah.
So we found him.
You found him?
We found him.
Is he good?
He's up on the mountain
He's
still.
alive?
He's alive.
Yes! Yeah, let me go see my kid!
Okay, hang on a second,
Let me go
okay?
see my kid! I told you, give me that baby.
Hang on a second. So he's up by the car.
No.
Yeah?
There's no way he's by the car.
No, he's up by the car.
What?
Yeah, right where you left him, man.
As deputies moved through the woods near the abandoned car, one of them noticed a pile of sticks and branches. When he stepped closer, he saw a tiny fist moving underneath them. The baby was alive.
The thing is that he's up
by the car.
He's up by the car, right where you left him, dude.
There's grizzly bear there. I stood there for 2 hours tapping a pole. You think I'd leave my kid there?
Well, I don't know why.
I stood there for
you
2
got
hours
left
going, do, waiting for help. You think I'd just leave my kid there after that?
I don't know.
He was face down in the dirt, wet, cold, and buried under sticks. He had scratches, cuts, and bruises on his body, and he had been left alone in the woods for hours. But somehow, he survived.
I don't get to see my kid tonight, right?
No. You know, Francis, you're not going to see your kid tonight. For one, the first thing that he's going to do is he's going to go to the hospital and get checked out. I mean, he spent an awful lot of time alone.
In the hospital, needs his dad.
Well, you don't know because
Right,
you haven't seen him yet. I mean, he probably hasn't eaten in
him?
12, 14, 16 hours.
When deputies carried him out, he began coughing up small sticks. Later at the hospital, he drank a small bottle of Pedialyte in less than a minute, showing just how long he had gone without care.
I'm trying to understand why somebody would leave their 5-month-old baby in the woods and walk
I don't know, because Alicia was like 20 feet away. That's her kid, dude. Go talk to her about it. It's not my kid.
But if things weren't abnormal enough yet, the case only became more disturbing from there. Francis later admitted he had used methamphetamine, and his blood test came back positive for THC and meth. But investigators were shocked when the baby's toxicology results came back positive for the same substances. Francis was later charged and sentenced to prison for assault on a minor and criminal endangerment. He also faced federal charges after authorities found a shotgun at the campsite, even though he was a convicted felon and was not allowed to possess a firearm. After spending several days in the hospital for observation, the baby was released and placed into the custody of Child Protective Services. But for the officers who responded that night, the most haunting part was not just Francis's behavior. It was the fact that a 5-month-old baby had been left alone in the Montana woods, buried beneath sticks in the dark and cold. And against almost every expectation, he was found alive. But not every unexplained moment comes from a long police investigation. Sometimes it is captured in just a few seconds of security footage. On December 2nd, 2021, at around 9 p.m., security at a Christian church noticed something unusual on their cameras. An intruder alarm had gone off outside the chapel, so they checked the live feed, expecting to see someone hiding near the building. But as the minutes passed, no one appeared. Then the camera captured something they were not expecting. One of the side doors slowly opened on its own. It stayed open for a moment, almost as if someone was standing there and holding it. Then, a faint translucent shape appeared to move through the doorway and into the church. The door remained open for a few more seconds before closing again. Church members were left stunned by what they had just seen. To them, it looked as if something otherworldly had entered the chapel that night, even though no physical person could be seen walking through the door. Of course, it could have been a camera glitch, a reflection, or something else the footage simply did not capture clearly. But without a clear explanation, the video remains a mystery. Because the alarm went off, the door opened, and something seemed to pass through it. But no one was there. Now that footage left people wondering what entered the building. The next call, however, left officers wondering why help came so late. On the morning of January 16, 2024, a woman in Douglas County, Georgia, called 911 from somewhere deep in the woods.
I can't really make out what she's saying either. I don't know if she's inside, outside, alone. Hello, miss?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay. Are you with someone?
Yeah, my son and my daughter.
Your son and daughter, are you in a car?
No.
I think I'm plotting you in a field somewhere. Are you by water?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, were you walking along a trail of some sort?
No. We were trying to get to a hotel, and the Uber dropped us off in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, but it looks like you're in the woods. So did you walk into the woods, or they dropped you off in the woods?
Yes, that's where he dropped us off.
Okay, what was the name of the hotel that you were going to?
The Foxwood Suites.
It was a Foxhall Resort?
Yes.
At first, dispatchers could barely understand what she was saying. She told them she was outside with her 2 children, a 7-year-old boy and his 3-year-old sister. She claimed they had been trying to get to a hotel, but that an Uber driver had dropped them off in the wrong place, leaving them stranded in the woods overnight. But almost immediately, something about her story did not make sense. The family had been staying at Foxhall Resort, a large property with hotel rooms, roads, lights, and staff nearby. Yet somehow, the woman, 35-year-old Uriah Ridge, and her 2 children had ended up outside all night during a winter storm warning. Temperatures had dropped to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and the children had been sick with the flu. As police rushed to find them, dispatchers kept Uriah on the phone, trying to guide officers toward her location. Deputies drove around the property, sounded sirens, checked the family's hotel room, and searched surveillance footage to piece together how they had disappeared. Hotel staff told officers they had seen Uriah and the children the previous day, but had not seen them return.
When I called the cell phone went straight to voicemail. So at that point, we were a little bit alarmed, and then I let our front desk manager know, and I guess she must have called you guys because we haven't heard anything.
She's calling from the woods.
They're not big kids, they're small. So to stay out overnight with these number of temperatures, I'm just a little concerned. I know right about that. Right, exactly. Because when I came in this morning at 7.
Surveillance showed them leaving the resort around 10:15 that morning.
This is the Uber here.
The Uber dropped them off here?
No, this is when they got in. I don't have video of them coming back.
It's kind of
because
strange.
We never saw them come back.
It's just strange how she got so mixed up.
Nearly a full day later, they were still missing in the woods.
She's not hearing it.
Negative, she hears you, say where you're at. 2-5, she's saying you're very close to her.
That's kind of where she's saying she's at right now.
She ended up walking away from the sirens. We're trying to get her to turn back around.
I think something wrong.
I was in radio when Lindsay was on the phone with her. You could hear her going in and out.
There's kids.
I know, that's what...
There are kids. I went to the room. There's some clothes, baby clothes.
They need the helicopter from the state.
Quickly. Because I'm telling you, I heard her on the phone. She sounds terrible.
I ran code down here. I'm worried to death about them kids.
And then, when 2 resort employees finally located them, the scene was far worse than anyone expected. Uriah was curled up on the ground near her phone. Her son was standing nearby, cold, wet, and crying. But the little girl was found face down, soaked, freezing, and barely responsive. One of the people who found her said he honestly thought she was already dead.
Those guys, get the ambulance, please, ASAP, to come down here through this gate.
I'm sorry. I put our coat over me, but she's solid ice, man. She's cold.
Here, buddy. Here, boy. Come on. We got these 2 babies. We need to come ASAP, please.
Just give him to me.
Here, you got him? She okay? We're coming back.
Paramedics rushed both children into an ambulance and tried to warm them as quickly as possible. The boy was conscious, but freezing. His clothes had to be removed because they were wet and stuck to him. His sister's condition was much worse.
She's the worst. She's the worst, yeah. All right, you're gonna be okay. Nice.
She's up the hill. Need help with.
Hot packs. Get them in their pits and they're crying.
Yeah, hey, little man.
4 blankets on her. You okay?
Shut that door so we can try to maintain as much heat as possible.
Are your clothes wet too? Yeah, we stripped his clothes off.
Yeah,
he stripped. Yeah, he stripped off.
All right, strip them naked.
Here, if you want to shake these, trying to get them warmer.
You're okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put them on feet.
Dude, I don't know how you got your kids out in the pool.
We're praying.
Lift your feet up. Can you lift this one? Lift it up for me.
I told my son, he was like, everything's not going to be okay. I said, yes, it is. Isn't every time I tell you it's going to be okay, it is? I'm so sick of these woods.
How'd they get all the way over here? I don't
understand why she didn't call till now.
And she had a phone the whole time. That's what I don't get.
My daughter was just crying.
That little girl ain't all right. She wasn't moving.
We're gonna put you on this gurney out here, okay?
A gurney?
It's the ambulance bed, so we can get you to the ambulance, okay? Can you tell me your name again?
Uriah Ridge.
All right, grab it around my neck like you did last time.
Okay.
Hold on.
Negative 3-year-old dependable. She's already been transported.
Who dropped you off?
They just dropped you off in the middle of the woods?
Yeah.
What's your sister's name? Aaliyah? Okay. Alina? Okay.
Alina,
She's gonna be fine.
do you know if Alina has any medical problems there?
Does Alina have any medical problems? Does she have asthma or anything? You think she has asthma?
Okay. Okay. We got a little bit of response. I'll take that.
Well, I'm gonna take you to my car.
Take all the sheets you want, guys.
Here. Lay down? Yeah. All right, we're gonna lay you down. Okay.
My bones feel weak.
His bones feel weak. He was having a hard time walking.
And also I have a sore throat and runny nose.
Where did you say you found her face down at?
She's face down, I think, right here.
Okay. All right, just back up just a little bit. No, you're fine.
Yeah. I thought she was dead when I got here. Honestly, her eyes were wide open. She wasn't moving.
Okay.
Her mom was curled up in fetal position right there by her phone, or kind of sitting up, but
Okay.
knees to her chest, and the son was standing right here by that stuff with his hands in his pockets.
Okay.
They all smelled like, they urined on themselves. The little girl especially.
Ain't no Uber driver gonna just drop her off in the woods.
Unless she had a ride somewhere, and then she started acting up in the car, and he pushed him out, or just pushed him out, or just got him out of the car.
Imagine him dumping her out with
It's a crazy world. I mean,
I don't think that 3-year-old's gonna make it because it's already unresponsive now. I'm sorry. In the middle of the night, and knowing it's cold and it's gonna get colder, I wouldn't be laying down and sitting still. I'd be finding my way out. Do you remember that case?
who is it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Susan Smith. You think she's trying to kill the kids?
At the hospital, The boy was listed in critical condition with a body temperature of just over 93 degrees. But his little sister's temperature was so low that it would not even register on the thermometer.
A 3 to 4 year old female who's been out in the woods since last night.
Hey, buddy. We got your food for you.
Yeah.
You ready? Want your nuggets?
Doctors worked on the little girl for more than an hour, but they could not save her.
Check. No pulse. Are we going to continue to cure? Yep.
At 2:45 p.m., the 3-year-old girl was pronounced dead from hypothermia.
We worked on her for over an hour and 40 minutes and we could not get her back. I'm so sorry she did die. Okay. We took good care of her. We did everything we could. We really did. We just could not get her heart back.
We did too.
I know. Yeah. If you would like to see her whenever you're ready, I can walk you guys back.
Oh, no.
Take your time. When your daughter came in, her temperature was very low. It was so low that we couldn't even get a reading on what her temperature was. And did everything we could, but we could not get her heart started back. Okay, your daughter died. I'm so sorry. Okay.
And from that moment on, what had started as a rescue became something much darker. Investigators needed to understand how a mother and 2 small children had ended up in the woods overnight in freezing temperatures without help. Yuria told detectives that the Uber had taken them to the wrong place. She said they got out, walked into the woods, got lost, and eventually decided to sleep under a tree because it was raining and they were exhausted. But the Uber driver remembered the night differently. He told investigators that Yuria had directed him farther down the road and then asked him to stop the trip. According to him, she got out with the children by choice. That detail raised an obvious question.
There's a little road going down.
And what did she say when you stopped there? She told you to keep going, or?
Yeah, she told me keep going. And when we got to the point where I think I can go no more, so I could go a little bit more down, and I asked her, let me stop this. She said, okay. So I stopped and they got out.
I mean, did you ask him? Did you say, hey, I don't live here. My room's up there.
No, because it looked like the place we were supposed to go to, so I didn't say anything.
So you just walked into the woods at that point?
I did.
Why didn't you walk towards the light if you could see it looked like the place that you were staying?
That's exactly what I did.
If she knew they were at the wrong location, why did she not walk back toward the lights, call the hotel, call family, or call 911 immediately? Instead, the emergency call did not come in until 11:46 the next morning, roughly 11 hours after they were dropped off. Yuria claimed she had been too tired to call earlier. She said the children were tired too, so she told them they would find shelter under a tree and wait until morning. Her 7-year-old son later told investigators that they walked for a while trying to find the hotel entrance, but eventually lay down under a tree in the rain.
As we get out the car, as we're trying to find our hotel, we get lost in the middle of the night. My mom looks at her phone. It's 2:10. It's way past our bedtime. Because we're supposed to go to sleep at 9:30. It's already 2:10. So we find a tree, go to sleep under that tree, and then it starts raining on us.
We walked for miles trying to find the entrance, and then finally we laid under a tree because it was real rainy.
Right.
And we went to bed.
Okay. Was your kids crying? Were they upset?
Yeah, they were tired.
What were they saying to you?
I want to go to sleep. I want to lay down.
And what were you saying back to them?
I said, okay, let's find some shelter under the tree and let's lay down.
Did you have any food or water out there?
I had water, and we had coats and stuff covering us, hoodies and double jackets.
Okay. So all of y'all had on jackets?
Mm-hmm.
Like real warm winter jackets?
Mm-hmm.
How cold do you think it was that night?
20 degrees.
Okay.
We're all huddled together though. I have my arms around them.
Did you fall asleep at all?
No, not at all.
Yuria says she passed the time making friends with the local wildlife.
It was way too cold and this mole kept trying to lay on me.
Oh, he did?
A mole.
What's that, like a little animal?
Yeah.
Was it like friendly or?
Yeah, he laid in my pocket.
He remembered being cold. And he remembered his little sister saying she was scared. As detectives questioned Yuria, her answers became even harder to follow. At one point, she described a small animal that had supposedly climbed into her pocket, cried with her, slept beside them, and said goodbye in the morning.
Way too cold and this mole kept trying to lay on me.
Oh, he did?
A mole.
What's that, like a little animal?
Yeah.
Was it like friendly or?
Yeah, he laid in my pocket and then he tried to put his little face right here.
Oh, wow.
I made him a little bed out of leaves and put him there and put some paper towels on him and he went to sleep.
The more she spoke, the more officers began to wonder whether drugs, mental health issues, or something even darker had played a role in what happened. Then investigators learned this was not the first time police had been called over concerns involving Yuria and her children. Just days earlier, deputies had responded to her parents' home after reports that she had become irrational, threatening, and was smoking marijuana in the house with the children nearby. But the warning signs went back even further. 14 months before the Woods incident, police were called to a bowling alley after staff said Yuria was extremely intoxicated with her children. Her young son had asked strangers for help, and witnesses said Yuria dragged him into a bathroom, hit him, and tried to stop him from giving their address to someone who could help. She was arrested in that case, but was out on bond when she took her children into the woods. Then detectives uncovered another disturbing detail. Years earlier, a baby Yuria had been babysitting died in her care. That death was ruled accidental, but now investigators were looking at another child, death connected to the same woman. During her interview, Yuria denied that drugs caused her daughter's death, but she eventually admitted she had used cocaine that night and had also used marijuana. By then, the case was impossible to explain as a simple mistake. Yuria had taken 2 sick children into the woods in freezing weather, waited until late the next morning to call 911, and her 3-year-old daughter was found wet, face down, and too cold for a thermometer to read. Her 7-year-old son survived and was able to tell investigators what he remembered. 5 days later, Yuria was charged with several serious crimes. In October 2024, she pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including cruelty to children, drug possession, public drunkenness, and murder. She was sentenced to life in prison. But even after the interviews, the evidence, and the guilty plea, one question still hangs over the case. How did a mother with a phone, a hotel nearby, and 2 sick children wait through an entire freezing night before calling for help? And by the time police finally found them, one of those children was already gone. Now, after such a tragic case, the next recording feels completely different. No one is hurt, but what appears on camera is still difficult to explain. This next case is not from a police officer, but from a security guard working the night shift at a hotel in Mexico. And according to him, this was not the first time something strange happened while he was patrolling the building alone. Over time, he claimed he had experienced several unexplained incidents inside the hotel. Sometimes chairs seemed to move with no one near them.
No.
Other times, he heard what sounded like footsteps running behind him, even though he was supposed to be alone. After dealing with this night after night, the guard eventually started looking for another job. But until he found one, he still had to keep coming back to the same hotel. And then one night, things became even more disturbing. While doing his usual rounds, the guard suddenly heard what sounded like a child crying somewhere outside the hotel. Concerned, he followed the sound and began searching for whoever might be there.
Hola amigos, escuché algo allá afuera. Quiero asegurarme de que les juro que escuché como que estaba llorando como un niño. Pero les juro que sí escuché algo muy raro, no sé, como que lloraba un niño, nomás de repente así. Y por eso decidí grabar, porque pensé que sí iba a escuchar, pero lo único que se oyen son ranas. ¿Por qué se cayó eso? Esto no tenía por qué caerse. Deberían escucharlo. Creo que mejor me voy a meter. ¿Qué fue? No.
At first, the bread on the table suddenly fell. Then, inside one of the rooms, more objects begin dropping and knocking to the floor with no clear explanation. By this point, the guard is visibly shaken. But even though he is clearly terrified, he still gathers enough courage to step inside the room. And that is when viewers notice something he completely missed.
Ruido, pero no sé dónde. Vete de aquí ya, en el nombre de Dios, en el nombre de Jesús. Vete ya. No se va a ir, amigo. Tengo mucho miedo. No, mejor me voy a salir un rato de recorrido.
It is easy to miss at first, but as the guard walks into the room, something that looks like a face can be seen in the top right corner, staring directly toward him. The guard does not appear to notice it at the time, but after the video was posted online, many viewers said the figure looked almost demonic. So, what was really happening inside this hotel? Were the moving chairs, the running footsteps, and the sound of a crying child all connected? Or was there someone, or something, hiding in that room with him the entire time? I'll leave that up to you to decide. But while that case left you wondering what was hiding in the dark, this final one leaves you with a different question. What happens when an officer realizes the person in front of him is reaching for a gun? On the evening of May 31st, 2026, an Oak Park police officer in Illinois pulled over a black SUV at a gas station near Harrison Street and Austin Boulevard. At first, the stop seemed routine. The driver, 38-year-old Christian Wallace, had been stopped for a moving violation. The officer explained that Wallace had changed lanes without properly signaling. and for the first few moments, the conversation stayed relatively calm.
What's up, boss man?
What's going on?
You got your license and insurance on you?
Yeah, I got all that.
All right, man. You switched lanes without signaling, and then when you came in here, hold on. And then when you came in here, you signaled. You got a signal outside of 100 feet.
I got a signal outside of 100 feet.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Outside of 100 feet. Initially, when you switched lanes to the right lane, you didn't signal to switch lanes. And then when you came in here, you signaled, but not outside of 100 feet.
I'm saying, I just feel like, what you doing? I'm saying.
What do you mean? I'm doing my job, bro.
Wallace clearly did not understand why he had been pulled over. He kept questioning the stop, insisting he had not done anything wrong, while the officer repeatedly told him this was just a traffic stop and that he was only doing his job. Then the officer noticed something else.
Boss man, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't on no bullshit. I'm cool.
I don't know you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, you getting to know me. I'm giving you my
What's in the
insurance.
cup? Let me ask you that. I smell booze. Is it just a little bit of booze?
Small stuff.
What is it?
Small stuff.
All right, no big deal. What is it? Wine?
No, good stuff. I just came from my homie crib.
All right.
My homie just came in town.
All right, man. Listen to me, all right? I'm not too worried about a little bit drinking that cup, all right, man? I'm not worried about that, all right? I'm not worried about that. While I run you, though, step outside here for me. David, one more car, no music.
Can I use the bathroom?
What's that?
I said, can I use the bathroom?
When you're done, bro, you will.
I gotta use the bathroom. So can I use the bathroom?
Wallace gave vague answers, but the officer told him he was not too worried about a small amount of alcohol. He just needed Wallace to step outside while he ran his information. That was when the encounter changed. The officer asked if Wallace had any weapons on him. Wallace said no, but during the pat-down, the officer felt something.
What's this?
That's my dick.
Nah, man, it's not.
It is my dick.
It's not.
That's my dick, bro. What are you doing?
Hey.
What are you doing? Come on, man.
Listen
Don't
to
do
me.
that. Don't do that.
David, step it up.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Hey, do not reach. Do not reach. Do not reach. Do not reach. Do not reach.
At first, Wallace claimed it was his boots, but the officer immediately knew it was not. Within seconds, the calm tone was gone. The officer began yelling at Wallace not to reach. Over and over again, he warned him not to reach for the gun. He told him it was not worth it, that he was going to get shot, and repeatedly called for backup to step it up. But Wallace kept struggling.
Do not reach. Bro, do not reach for that gun.
The fight moved fast, and at some point during the struggle, the officer's body camera was knocked loose or fell, making the most important part of the encounter difficult to see clearly. That is what makes the footage so disturbing. You can hear the panic in the officer's voice. You can hear him trying to control the weapon. You can hear him warning Wallace again and again. But when the camera goes down, the viewer is left listening to a fight they can no longer fully see. According to police, Wallace regained possession of the gun during the struggle. The officer then fired his service weapon, striking Wallace 4 times. When additional officers arrived, they immediately began giving medical aid.
Step back, step back.
Cover this gun. Cover this gun. Buddy, my body camera fell. Buddy.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go secure this.
Come on, buddy. Hey, come on.
What do you need?
I need some medical aid.
Okay.
For more than 3 minutes, they worked on Wallace at the scene before he was transported to Loyola University Medical Center. He was later pronounced dead at 9:59 p.m. The officer was also taken to the hospital that night for an injury he suffered during the struggle. He was released the next day. But even after the official details were released, The footage still leaves the encounter feeling deeply unsettling, because this did not begin as a violent call. It began as a traffic stop at a gas station, and within minutes, it became a fight over a concealed gun, a body camera on the ground, and a moment where everyone involved lost control of what happened next. That's all for today, folks. If you'd like to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.